also, I meant, you know what? I meant this one we should have said a rest in peace to, and that's Amir Locke.
We can still do that.
Yeah, because he was shot and killed by police in Minneapolis, Minnesota, much in the same way Breonna Taylor, her situation happened because they busted in his house and they released the footage of it too to the public. Now, in the footage, I didn't get to listen to it. I saw it, but I didn't get to hear the audio. But I'm going to go back and listen to it because the police are saying that they yelled out that they were doing a search warrant and blah, blah, blah before they kicked in the door. And people are saying that when they listen to the video, they're kicking in the door and then they start announcing after they kicked in the door. So it's probably one of them that's really right there on the line. It's the gray area. They probably said it right as they were kicking in the door. Well, actually, no, they got a key fob access to get in.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you know, I'm sure they probably did it at the last second. They probably didn't like knock and, you know what I mean, say police or none of that. But it's really sad because what happened was they were doing a search warrant and this was the wrong person again. Wrong house, from what I understand. And he was asleep because it was like, you know, maybe late in the evening. And because somebody was coming in his door, he had his gun next to him and he reached for it. And because of that, they're saying, well, we had to kill him. You know what I mean? He reached for his gun. You just busted in this man's house, though. What is he supposed to do?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And it was a legal gun. I want to stress that. A legal gun. So that's just, if y'all haven't heard, that's what's going on. So let's give him a rest in peace here, a moment of silence. All right, thank y'all for doing that with us. Rest in peace to Amir Locke, man, because it's really sad to keep hearing stuff like this happening to black people all the time, man. It's like
this is the thing I'm sick of. To me, it's like, can we at least agree that the police is overstepping on shit?
Yeah, absolutely. They are completely
whether it's black, white, because I've seen stories of white people getting harassed by the police.
It happens to everybody, man. They overstep because I think they feel like that little authority they got or that badge makes them, you know, able to do whatever they want.
Because like, and while speaking to that, it was a couple years ago. It was a white woman. I think this was in Texas, oddly. Shout out Texas. I mean, Texas just getting it.
Right.
But I think she was running or whatnot. She had like an outfit on the jog or whatnot.
Okay.
Somebody behind her grabbed her hand. Well, she snatched it away. It was a cop. But that's what I'm saying. The cop didn't announce.
Right.
And stuff like,
why would you just run up on
and then like
you're
and you know what I'm saying? She's a woman.
Right.
White woman at that, but still a woman.
Yeah.
So why would you know what I'm saying? Why would you do that? Why would you snatch her hand like that?
Right.
Like,
there's no reason.
Yeah. If I was her, I'd done the same thing. I think I don't know. They handled her rough. I don't think they handled her rough. I can't remember if they did or not. But they did make her sit down somewhere. Like they made her sit down like on the concrete until they got stuff cleared up. But it's just like shit. They doing white women like they own women like that.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, you know they have
man. With us. It's crazy, man. I don't get it, man. I really don't. I don't get it at all.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous, man. Like it's just. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, especially with other situations going on in the country, you know, you got, well, I ain't going to say Chicago because, you know, that's, everybody uses that dynamic so much.
Right.
But New York getting crazy.
Yeah,
New York getting crazy. So I understand having police. I'm not saying defund or, you know, we got to do away with it. Nah, we got to have somebody to lock up motherfuckers now. We got to, because motherfuckers are crazy. We got to have that. But at the same time, it's like, man, like people that are law abiding, or even if they do a petty crime, do they need to be, you know, like, dang, you sold loose cigarettes at like today's your day to die. Like, should you be judge, jury, executioner then? Oh, well, you happen to be at a traffic stop. You know what I'm saying? You have a legal firearm. It's your day to die. Oh, you were self day to die. Oh, you failed to turn on the turning signal. Oh, it's your day to die.
Right.
Oh, you were playing video games and we happen to be in the dark flashing lights. Oh, it's your day to die.
Right, exactly.
It's fucked up, man.
Yeah, it really is, man. It's like, I think they just feel like that's their only way to have the upper hand is to, just try to completely take control of the situation in an aggressive manner, and it doesn't need to be like that.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I
like,
mean? So it's crazy, man.
And shout out Ron Davis. I know I know he ain't listening to this show, but shout him out because that's one he said something a couple years ago that I totally agree with. But why these police people they're saying I'm scared for my life?
Right.
If you're trained, you shouldn't be scared. The
trained
shouldn't be afraid of the trained shouldn't be afraid of the untrained. That's like me right now going up to Brock Lesnar or fucking Mike Tyson say, yo, I'm gonna fuck y'all up. You know they'd be laughing because they like, man, nah.
Right.
Because they gonna look at me like, man, you ain't fight. Now if I came, it was me, you, and a couple other guys, and we got rowdy, like, yeah, we're gonna fuck you up. Yeah, they might do something because there's more of us. Right. They still gonna try to, even if we get him, it's gonna be a fight.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? He would take us more. But like me by myself, nah, he gonna be really, man, come on, man. You're not gonna swing. You're not gonna swing, man. That's funny, man. You're real funny, man.
I'll bite your fucking ear off.
Pretty much.
But yeah, I just really think it's sad, you know what I mean, that stuff like that keeps happening because, back in the day, and I can say this because of my age, you know what I mean, and what I've witnessed, they didn't just shoot first and ask questions later, you know what I mean? They would, pull out the guns and point them at you. Look, you better stop. And if you didn't, then your ass might get shot. But nowadays, they just like, we ain't got time for the questions. You just so much as try to pick a booger out your nose. They're like, oh, he's a threat. Boom. He almost flicked the booger on me. You saw him, Johnson. But yeah.
Oh, it's not Jake Johnson. Apparently, this nigga had an allergy problem and he just started sneezing. Right.
It was germ warfare.
Yeah, germ warfare. Yeah. We had to kill him. Sprinkle some crack on him. No paperwork today.
And I mean, y'all, we laugh, but it's a serious situation for Amir, Locke, and his whole family.
Yeah, yeah.
Which, of course, they got the same attorneys everybody else got. Ben Crump. He on the job with every one of them.
Fuck
man.
that motherfucker.
I feel like he just. I feel like he's trying to just really capitalize on all these types of situations, and I mean.
Yeah, I mean that's all. I mean, granted he gets the family paid, but still, there's nothing being done.
Right.
It's just like somebody said. Rest in peace to Steve Darby.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just something that he said, like, I can't get mad if the family ain't mad.
Right.
If they got paid off and said, like, how I'm gonna get mad?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna have to take somebody saying no to the money, look, we actually want justice.
Yeah.
And yeah. So
yep. So yeah, man, like I said, man, our thoughts and prayers go out to that family of the Locke family. And I hope they get justice, man, because these cops, man, they just, and I'm not, and again, I'm going to be the first to tell you, I'm not saying that all cops is bad.
Oh, no.
I would never say that. But I do think that there's a healthy number of them or percentage of them that just feel like they're above the law. And, I'm trained and, and I got to do it this way. And no, you don't. No, you don't. You don't always have to do that. That's an excuse. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. We ain't going to. We're not gonna win the argument because they're gonna keep saying we this is how we're trained. No, but you still got common sense though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, there's certain people you should. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that, again, me and Brittany were talking about last night. Like, if most of the time, I think I heard someone say this. I don't remember, but they were basically saying like, if you're a criminal and you get caught by the police, most of the time the criminal usually like you know what I'm saying, they'll usually like stop, they'll usually, you know, they know,
right,
you know what I'm saying,
right.
They like, all right, you got me,
right,
you got me,
exactly.
but like someone like, I think she was saying like someone was autistic and they was like, you know, and the cops just came up on and said, freeze, stop, and the autistic like, look, I'm autistic. I don't know. Like, and
right.
like they kept messing with him, and he kind of got crazy. Like, you know, like, I'm autistic. They shot that kid dead, man. Mm-hmm. Like, come on, man. Y'all can't tell when a person is like,
they
you know, have mental illness.
They can tell.
And then on top of that, like, he's hitting himself. How is he a threat to anybody else?
Right.
How come you can't? Now you can come out the car and say like, hey, man, you know, look, you know, we just want to ask you a question. Just calm down. Nothing's going to happen to you. Kind of de-escalate the situation.
Right.
Y'all just going to, you know what I'm saying?
But anyway, yeah, I mean, that's, you know, just like I said, man, just wanted to mention that. And, you know, hopefully y'all will send thoughts and prayers to that family as well.
Definitely, man.
For the justice of Amir Locke. We're going to go ahead and jump into our last topic.
Oh, yeah.
So Funk Flex, you know, y'all know he put out that list of his top 50 rappers, which was trash.
He lied.
He had some good people on there, but, you know, overall, it wasn't a good list.
He lied. He lied.
So we said last week that we were going to make a list of our top 10 group hip-hop groups. So we're kind of doing it on groups, you know, and this is, you know, dead or alive, no, you know, no stipulation on it or anything like that. And is that the?
Yeah,
that's that old man winter.
That's right old man.
Yeah. So we both, you know, came up with some good ideas for the top 10 groups, you know. So we're gonna kind of go through that, you know. Now for me, I think Cold Crush Brothers should definitely be on the list, but I also would like to have Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. That would be as 2. I think also Run DMC has to be included. I think Epmd has to be included. I think Wu-Tang has to be included. And, you know, there's a few others, you know what I mean? You know, we can mention, you know, I don't even know if I should even do it, but Sugar Hill Gang, they got a questionable pen. As
questionable pen.
As Funk Flex said. Questionable pen. Because we all know the story of anybody that's old enough to know the story knows that Big Bang Hank, you know, kind of took Grandmaster Caz's rhyme and, you know, made a lot of money off it, you know, whatever kind of money he made off it, you know, but Caz never got paid off of that, you know what I mean? So, anyway, so, you know, but those, you know, and then you got groups like the Locks, you know, I definitely think they should be considered, you know, who else? Onyx, you know, we gotta consider them. So, you know, those are some of the ones that I thought of, and Howie, you know, had some similar ones, I'm sure. So, who did you come up with?
Okay, yeah, to redo the top 10 like 3 times getting here.
Mm-hmm.
First, let me mention, before we do the list, let me mention some honorable mentions on my list.
Yeah,
and let me make a disclaimer. This is not saying, oh, this is the end all of the list or anything like that. I know some people are gonna disagree with this. I'm cool with that. But these are the honorable mentions I got down for right now. I didn't get the chance to put the time I need to put in it. I definitely put the Locks. Locks definitely should be on the list because of, one, their longevity, the testament of time, and for like who they went toe to toe with, and they still here. I mean, you know, for crying out loud. I mean, Styles P did a project with Havoc, you know, that
Wreckage Man,
and it is dope. So yeah, man,
that was dope.
So yeah, I mean, they definitely should be an honorable mention. Onyx is definitely an honorable mention, especially for what they brought to hip hop, the energy they brought. I mean, I kind of, even like with groups like MOP, they kind of brought that mainstream a little bit, you know, more so. I definitely gotta say 3-6 Mafia and Bone Thugs. Yeah, they had the little versus joint, but I definitely have to say as far as what they did for the whole Memphis scene and for like Southern hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You got to give it to Atlanta on certain stuff, but yeah, Memphis definitely did some stuff. And like I said, Bone Thugs definitely won the only group that did song with Big Pop and Eazy-E. So
Yep,
yeah,
they did. Because Eazy-E was the one that kind of found them.
Yeah.
So I knew they were gonna have some joints with him. They did a few songs with him, I believe. And
yeah.
It was dope that they did Big and Pac. You know what I mean? So and both songs were really good too.
Yeah. So here's my list. Top group, Run DMC.
Okay.
That's my number 1.
All right, Run DMC.
2 is EPMD.
EPMD. We can both agree on both of those.
3 is Public Enemy.
Public Enemy. I hadn't thought about them.
4 is Wu-Tang.
Okay, Wu-Tang.
5 is Outkast.
Outkast. Okay.
6 is Tribe Called Quest.
Tribe. Yes.
These could be interchangeable. I'm gonna go ahead and say them out. UGK and Mobb Deep.
Okay. UGK.
So that's Deep. 7. That's 7 and 8. 9, I put Cypress Hill.
Yep. I had them as an honorable mention.
And 10, Beastie Boys.
Oh, okay. Beasties, yes.
So that's kind of what I did. I mean, just to get a synopsis of each group.
Mm-hmm.
Beastie Boys, love them or hate them. One thing I respect about them, they never changed their style. Never. They kept old school, and all the way up until rest in peace to MCA.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to MCA, and they kept all the way up with that. Cypress, I gotta give because man, like they were just something to be reckoned with. Muggs kind of came from that EPMD camp a little bit.
And they still making music.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, like that production style. What I'm saying? And with Insane in the Membrane, that was just that shit was just huge.
Oh yeah, they came out the box swinging, man.
Yeah, Mobb Deep. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Mobb Deep, fucking Prodigy, man.
Yeah.
R.I.P, man, dude. Prodigy's that dude, man. Man. And don't get me wrong, Havoc's nice. He was definitely. I would say Havoc was probably, and that's probably why Kanye said that was his favorite group because with the whole Gemini energy, they both Geminis, but they you know what I'm saying, like they got that energy Hav's producing and P with the rhymes and stuff. So they definitely up there. UGK.
Yeah, and matter of fact, real quick before you go too far, Ice-T recently said that Prodigy was his favorite rapper of all time.
Yeah, man. Like Prodigy was like, for me, he wasn't a Nas, but he definitely was like he definitely hold his own against anybody. He's another dude that just like with the Locks, that they went up against people and they were just still there. You know what I'm saying? They went up against Pac, Jay, what I'm saying? Motherfuckers are supposed your career is supposed to be ended, but they stood toe to toe with them. UGK, I mean, come on, man. Like they were doing their thing down in Texas. They beat out Criss Cross. I was listening to them, listen to Bun B rather, on Nas with the Queensbridge, the bridge story.
Yeah.
And basically he was saying that they beat it out. Like in Texas, their district.
Yeah.
They beat it out crisscross. And then I said, ultimately they lost the war.
Right.
But they won that battle, you know what I'm saying? So that's how they got picked up. So I gotta give it to UGK.
Yeah, they came a long way, man. And I hate that my man had to pass away, but they made a lot of good music while he was alive. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, that's one thing they were saying too. Like UGK and Mobb Deep would be a good versus because they both lost
One of the members,
Yeah, he even have.
Yeah, I can see that being a good one.
Tribe Called Quest. I mean, come on, man. Low End Theory. That's all we need. That's all I need to say about that.
I can't believe I forgot about them.
Yeah,
man.
Low
When
End
you said
Theory.
it, I was like, oh yes, Tribe, yes.
Yeah, Low End Theory.
Yeah, man. I mean, Low End Theory. I mean, a lot of this stuff was just classics for me, man.
Outkast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah,
they have not put out a bad project.
Yeah,
at all.
Yeah,
and they have some of the illest collabs with some of the illest people. So yeah, definitely Outkast.
Yeah, and then you got to give an honorable mention to groups like the Fugees, and the Roots. You know what I mean? Because even though the Roots ain't really a full crew anymore, you know, a couple of them have died and stuff like that. But what's the name is still making music? You know what I mean?
Yeah, Black Thought.
Black Thought.
Yeah. Wu-Tang. I mean, what can I mean?
Yeah,
I don't even need. That's a given.
That's self-explanatory.
That's self-explanatory. Right. Public Enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Reason why I chose Public Enemy because like I looked at their doc, man, and their music. Public Enemy is the Black experience. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Absolutely.
Public Enemy is the Black experience. Absolutely. You have every facet of a Black person in that group.
Mm-hmm.
You got Chuck D with the militant joint. You know what I'm saying? You had, you know, Professor Griff with the information. You had the jokester, you know, with Flavor Flav. He had Terminator X. You know what I'm saying? With he was quite spoke with the hands.
Yeah,
S1, the S1Ws. That was
man.
That was the Black experience on wax.
I agree.
On wax.
I agree.
EPMD, come on, man.
I mean, EPMD is another one that's self-explanatory.
Self-explanatory.
Number one.
It wouldn't be no EPMD. It would be no Woo with no EPMD.
Exactly, because I mean, EPMD as a force, they were as a just an original group. They were a force, but then they started introducing all these other groups.
Yeah,
Das Effects, Redman, Keith Murray, K Solo. You know, it's like, you know, they started bringing out all these, and it's like, man, they're responsible for a lot of hip hop. Yeah. You know what I mean? So,
and they're the most sampled. I didn't. Yeah. Yeah.
And production wise, Eric Sermon was all over the place.
Yep.
He was producing from the East Coast to the West Coast.
Yeah.
So everybody was on his stuff, man. So yeah.
And then Run DMC.
Yeah, another one, self-explanatory.
Run DMC and Wu-Tang Clan is our Beatles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's reason why no matter what I did with the list, I put Run DMC at the top. Not because they're like so great lyrically or anything like that. They are still the blueprint of, like, they are the bridge between the old school and the new school. They're the bridge between everybody's still kind of doing what they did. Absolutely. They're that blueprint. They kind of just made it, and it's like, here it is. So,
yeah, and for them, to me, Run was more of a lyricist than DMC, but they had a healthy balance because it's like Run had this ability to spit real good with the flow and the lyrics, but DMC had this rock and roll, larger than life mentality that really just made him like a giant in the group. You know what I mean? So it was such a good balance. Sometimes Run would do the beatbox. You know, and they had Grandmaster Jay. I mean, one of the best to ever do it on the Wheels of Steel.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, you know, you can't deny, like you said, they bridged the gap between old school and new, and then they're the ones who also, you know, help people like LL Cool J come up.
Oh, facts.
So yeah,
without Run DMC, they've been like, I mean,
so that's you can't deny that. Now we have most of some of the same ones. You know, we both agreed on Run DMC and EPMD and Wu and the Locks. I had a few different ones. You know, I had the Cold Crush because I felt like, you know, they were early pioneers and they had great lyricists like Grandmaster Caz in there. And, you know, I think it was really important to have people like that because if they weren't great, you know, you wouldn't have a Sugar Hill Gang. You know what I mean?
Oh, facts. And then on top of that, too, now I will say this. They didn't do the metrics right on them either. As far as like the tapes, because I even heard Caz say, I think that's when we first met, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Back, and I told you, like, yeah, man. And I was like, yeah, man, as a Kaz always said, somebody got a Cold Crush record in New York.
Right.
They always had Cold Crush records. I don't know how many we sold.
Their tapes
somebody
was all
had
over the place, man. Cold Crush tapes was all over the place, man. So, and then, for me, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, they were another one. Had some dope lyricists like Melly Mel. And, they kicked in a lot of doors and they really tackled, good subjects. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't just rap. They was actually trying to bring you a message. No pun intended, but, they were trying to bring you a message.
Child was born with no state of mind, blind to the ways of mankind. God is smiling on you, but he's frowning too, because only God knows what you go through.
So, yeah. So I had to have them on my list as well, man. So, yeah. Onyx, I definitely agree with. I think they were really big because they kind of had a hip hop, but also almost a rock and roll elements to them as well. You kind of felt that with the slam and just the boldness of their lyrics. They weren't just trying to be monotone; they was trying to be over the top. You know what I mean? Throw your guns in the air, man. Listen, when I heard that song, that was their first song that they ever released. I immediately was like, I want the whole fucking album. I bought that album immediately when it came out. Back the fuck up. Man, and almost every song was good.
Yeah, that album cover was clever too.
Yeah.
God, that was a clever
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Onyx is crazy. Man.
Yeah, so, you got to include Onyx as well. I forgot who else I said. I was going to put the Fat Boys on, but I'm not sure. I'm still on the fence about them. Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to work together, me and Howie, and come up with what we can agree on is a master list of 10 of the best groups ever. Right now we're just giving our opinions on what, so we're going to kind of put it all together and come up with a list, and then we'll post it like on IG and Facebook and all of that. You know what I mean? So maybe Twitter too. So yeah, but yeah, I can't remember who else I said. I have it on my phone, but I don't have it written on my paper right here. But the Beastie Boys, I do think they should have an honorable mention because they did a lot for hip-hop and showing that, white people were good enough to be in that space as well, as long as you had that hip-hop mentality and you just wanted to represent, and they kept it real. They didn't try to be, oh, we're thugs and we're street. No, they just did their thing. This is us. We drink beer and act foolish on stage. And
they was actually a punk rock group before they was
I heard about that.
Yeah, I actually had that album somewhere on cassette. Like some old bullshit.
Wow, you might be able to get some money for that one right now.
Man, actually, I do that. I love, man. I hate. That was the religious experience thing. Like, yeah, I'm rolling with,
Man, listen, I threw so much stuff away.
Man, I wish
we both went through that same thing.
Yeah, man, I had that on cassette. I bought that for like the low.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I see that again. Yeah, because that's another thing too about them. Like they kind of went back into some of that with what's that? Ill Communications, the '95 album. I mean, they did some hip hop, which is incredible.
Yeah,
they did do good little punk rock stuff, like on between certain skits and stuff. So, but anyway, I didn't mean to go.
No, that was pretty much it. I did want to give a quick honorable mention. I just remembered something. Shout out to Eminem. He has been nominated for Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He didn't win, but he's been nominated. So
clap it up.
That's pretty fucking big. Yeah.
So they had to wait, or what's happening? So that's the thing.
I don't know how they figure it out, man. I never really paid attention, man. But I'm just happy that he's been nominated. I thought he had been nominated before. Mm-hmm. But I'm glad he has. So
he definitely should be nominated. Yeah. I mean, as far as like the impact and what he's done.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I can't take that away from
him. But yeah, I think that was all I could think of as far as groups. Like I said, we're gonna come up with a list, and we'll post it on Instagram. Try to come up with a good, healthy balance list because there's a lot of groups out there. You know what I mean? But there's some that we chose purposely not to put in because you can look at groups like R.I.P and Rakim as a group, but it wasn't really. Still only one rapper. So, even like Main Source, you know what I mean? They were dope, but I mean, it was only one rapper, just had 2 DJs.
Yeah.
So, stuff like that, we kind of crossed them out. Because if you didn't have 2 or more rappers, I don't think you should be included on the groups. So, yeah, that's all I had to say, man. I think we can go ahead and close it out. Did you have anything else to say?
No, I think that's it. What time, like as far as like the list getting together, when's the deadline?
Yeah, we can try to have it done either tonight or tomorrow.
Okay.
Because I mean, it ain't gonna be too much to it. You know what I mean? We got enough for a good list. We just gotta figure out who represented the best, so we can make our final decision.
Yeah.
So
executive decision will be made.
Yeah. So but yeah, so that's where we at. But this has been episode 194. Try It Hip Hop Podcast. We appreciate.
I was gonna say this. Next week we probably will not have the show because the Valentine's Day and I gotta take my baby out.
Okay.
So okay. You know what I'm saying? I gotta, and she deserves it. She's been through a lot. She done the thing. We give her flowers.
Yeah, man. And she put up with you, man. It's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
That's a lot.
She put up my crazy ass. I love you, Brittany. I really mean that.
Hey, that's.
I ain't trying to be soft, man. Ain't nothing around here. Yo, we ain't trying to get emotional. We ain't trying to get emotional around here. You gonna have to poke this thing you said. Gonna get emotional, got knife work. Yeah.
But yeah, man. So, but yeah, that's dope, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really don't celebrate Valentine's Day. We always felt like it was just not that necessary,
Well, I mean, it's oh damn. There you go.
The camera.
It's like, man,
get the camera. Get the camera.
Fuck him, man.
Right.
Nah, but I mean,
talking bad about Valentine's Day.
Talking about Valentine's
Day. Right.
But I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, but I'm just using it to, recognize.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean,
I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying. We just kind of agreed that.
No, I mean, because I get it. Everybody, all these holidays on the Babylon system and shit.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean,
Yep.
I mean, they taking a day. I'm appreciating my lady. Oh, let me ask one quick question.
Yeah.
So as a man, because we was I think some people were talking about this the other day. Do you expect anything for Valentine's Day? As a man?
Not really. No.
That's what I don't either.
Yeah, I don't. I mean,
I expect something, but
she was giving me
I expect so. Yeah.
She was giving me some attention.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, no. But no, I mean, it's never. I don't expect nothing. I mean, if you do something for me, that's nice. I definitely appreciate it. But no, I wasn't expecting anything.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck didn't I get a card? Oh, why didn't I get a bouquet of flowers?
How come a nigga didn't get no chocolate?
Right.
How come a nigga didn't get
But yeah, so no, I don't do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's it is what it is. I think everybody kind of celebrates that a little bit different.
Yeah.
Especially in the days and times we live in. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Hell, it's I don't know. We'll let it go. Is it gonna be? Are you gonna be doing a lyrical breakdown this week? Because I think I got a Lost in Thought in mind, but I'm not sure. I might have something on the lyrical breakdown, but I
might have something.
Okay.
Just get with me.
Yeah,
and then too, remember we're gonna midweek we'll try to get.
Yeah,
we're gonna try to get some new equipment, everybody.
Yeah.
So everything be so we can be a little bit more professional around here.
Professional. We had some technical difficulties, some technicolor difficulties.
Technicality.
So, we kind of, right now, we just doing our thing in a different way. Our mics are a little bit, I don't know if it's the mics. We had our issues with the mics, but it's either the mics or the little soundboard that we got. So we kind of stopped trying to do that soundboard just in case. Because there was times when we was recording and go back and listen to it and ain't no audio and or it's really low to the point where you just like got to put your head all the way to the screen. Like, what the hell? So yeah,
but we're gonna get some shit.
Yeah, we gonna get it right.
We're gonna get it right.
But anyway, so yeah, that's it for the episode. Like I said, episode 194.
194.
Y'all don't forget, hit all the buttons. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.
Brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters. We need funds allocated to be used to build the school.
Exactly. We need it immediately. All right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. This is your man, Kurt, and this is
Howie.
And we'll see y'all on the next one, all right?
Peace.